Good riding weather to you fellow riders. Alright, this right here is the video for Route 18 North. We are starting on the Sistersville side and riding south on 18 North. And it runs from Sistersville on Route 2 to Route 50 in West Union. So, with that being said there, I had just taken off from the start there as soon as you pull off 2 on the 18. This road here, it's very good road. There's not going to be a whole lot to comment on here the first few minutes of the ride. This road is absolutely gorgeous. Great views. It's wide, it's safe, it's clean. There's, like I said, the northern side of 18 North is absolutely great. You got long straightaways, easy turns, a lot to look at. It's just great riding. There is medium traffic. It's nothing terrible, but what traffic you run into mostly is trucks. And for that, it's not too bad. And they actually don't ride on the roads for a long time. They have a lot of turnoffs on 18 where they go on different roads, so it's not like you got to follow them the entire route of 18. So that being said, I didn't run into much road work. Most of what was being done when I ran into it was like day or week work. It wasn't. They're not going to be there this summer. But that being said, I always plan on running into some kind of road construction. The state has to go somewhere and sit around for a while. But that being said, this, like you can see, especially if this is not a road that you've ridden before or do not travel a lot, the scenery is absolutely great. I actually do a lot of work up in this area and or ride this route a lot. So, I tend to forget how good it does look, especially in the summertime with everything on, or in the fall, early fall. But, like I said, this video for the first few minutes is going to be kind of slow because there's really nothing for me to report. That it's a great riding road. There's a few things I want to point out going forward, when the video progresses here. The whole 18 pretty much follows follows the river and stuff. And the valley that it actually runs down is really wide. That's why you get all the good views, Natural beauty is something that I love pointing out. And we'll absolutely ride across the country to look at. So, that being said, this is a really good road. Like I said, if you run it all the time, you kind of get used to it. But it's nice to look at. Now, right here is your 180 crossover, right there to the left. That will actually run you back to New Martinsville and hook up with 2 again and or 7 over to Morgantown. It's however you want to take it. There's the actual first gas station from Sistersville. Now, I ran into road work right here, but it was like a day or 2 job. They probably won't be there for more than a week. All right, now we're getting ready to come into the big town of Middleburn here. Coming north or south, watch your speed. Actually, on Main Street, which you'll see coming up here, it is very congested. We just, sorry, We just passed a restaurant there on the left. It's a pretty decent restaurant. There was a car wash back there too, if you're one of those guys that washes your bike mid-ride. But right here in town, you'll have that restaurant we just passed. There's actually a grocery store right up here on the right. And if you run into really hungry problems, but there's a parts store up here on the left hand. I'll point that out. I'm gonna try to take note. It's right there on the left. I don't want to say the name of it, but it's an auto parts store, and I'm going to try to point out that kind of stuff and share it with you because, that knowing that is pretty good. Now, right here where that red barn is or building, on the right-hand side back there off of Main Street, there's a hardware store too. So, if the need arises for whatever reason. Now, there is a small gas station right there. Obviously, you can see the tanker. That, if you don't have to stop there, I wouldn't. There's a really big gas station on up the road here. Like I said, it depends on whether you're coming north or south, where you want to stop. Now, this is what I was talking about. There's a restaurant right there. It's a pretty good little restaurant, pizzeria. But as far as that, once you get out of here, it is all this right here for quite some time. All good roads, good views, good riding. Can you run into traffic? Yes. But for the most part, all the traffic on this road moves along pretty good. The speed limit on this part of the road is 55 mile an hour. For the most part of it, it is. I mean, it'll drop down to 45 here and there. Right here, it used to be called the Jug. It's probably owned now, but right there on the right, you can barely see it. There's like an old dam and waterfall there. It used to be a really nice attraction to stop and, stretch your legs and go down and look at it. But it is privately owned now, so be warned about that. I think that they did run everybody out of there. I'm not 100% sure on that. But that being said, just letting people know that. But I guess you can stop at your own risk. But I haven't. It's been years since I've stopped there and looked at it, so I don't know. I know that someone privately bought it. So, but like most of this ride right through here is all good. This here is actually the school, the speedway, campground, playground, ball fields. And why I bring this up and left it on here is because right around this turn, if you're coming south on 18 North, if they got something going on, right there's the inlet outlet for that. You can run into backup traffic. There's nothing like scooting around that turn and seeing stop traffic. Yeah, so just be mindful with that. And but continuing on here, like I said, it's just a great road for now. Here shortly, we'll run into a lot to talk about. Most of this road is really good. So, and for the most part, like there's a couple places here and there, but nothing too worrisome. We're getting ready to come into the little town of Blue here. I don't really know if it's even called a town, but this right here is where if I was going to get gas or if I needed snacks or whatever, that gas station right there on the left-hand side is great. They got good food. They make it all right there. Is it a sit-down restaurant? No, but you can run in there and get homemade pepperoni rolls or I think pigs in a blanket and cheeseburgers and stuff like that. If you're one of those people that just like stopping and eating, then that's the place. If you want like a sit-down restaurant, right on the Sistersville or New Martinsville. That being said, right up here on the left-hand side, once again, is a little country store. Now, these two stores are like 2 miles apart, so right there on the left-hand side there is just a little country store. You go in and get drinks and stuff like that, but it's there. So, but the big gas station up there is probably the best place on the trip that if you want to stop in the middle of this road. Now, right there is the 23 junction. Uh, that there also takes you straight back to 50. Now, the big thing with the 23 junction, if you're coming south, from there all the way to the 74 junction is super rough road. It's in pretty rough shape. Nothing that's dire, like you don't have to watch for beetle-sized potholes or anything. It's just rough. There's also another little cafe thing right there, little restaurant. You can go in, little quickie mart. They don't have gas, it's just food. Right up here, and I saved this. I'm not the kind of guy, I don't want to call out individuals or farmers, but this little turn here and this little farm right here, there's always dirt on the road, always being drug out and stuff. I mean, I know what it is. It's, a farmer trying to get to his farmland. I just left it on there so you guys know that there's a couple patches that are, dirty and rough, and it's in a slight turn. So just be mindful of that. And you can see me waving at the camera. It's rough through here. That laydown yard is a good heads up going northbound to watch for that turn in that farm. Sometimes it's okay, sometimes it's bad. Especially if it rained over the weekend or rained over the week and you're riding that on Saturday, I'd definitely watch what I was doing. This is a super awesome part of the road. Great scenery, wide valley. Goes on for, I think, almost 2 miles straight away here with a slight turn in it. But it is super rough. Super rough. Nothing's going to pull you, throw you, nothing like that. It is just rough. So, I think I cut out the clip of the truck in front of me flying clear to the other side just to avoid the roughness. You ride on the yellow line-ish, you can miss most of it. But with that being said, I mean, you can see the deterioration in the road. Nothing's pitched too bad where it's going to throw you into the ditch line or anything like that, but it is. Now, right here is the 74 cutoff. We'll have a video on that one shortly. It's a small connecting road from 18 to, I already forgot the name of that road. Pennsboro, my Atlanta. And that's a very nice little ride, too. It's a short little connecting road. But after that, between the 23 cutoff and the 74 cutoff, it's another 12 miles roughly to West Union. And for the most part, the roads turn back into pretty good. It's just that section in between them two that is pretty rough. But, there's still a couple of rough spaces in the remainder of this road. But for the most part, it's a lot better than what that section was. And I think you're looking at several miles there, 4 or 5 miles, 6 of rough road. But it's nothing that's killer. So right here, I pull off the side of the road. I want to show you guys this. Most of the roads on the north side of 50 have a couple of these big dog legs. But this here is something, if you want to know what riding West Virginia roads are, that turns like that are everywhere. But like I said, most of this road follows the river, creek, whatever you want to call that. It's really nice. It's super nice in the summer, or the late spring. But the road itself is really good. So you guys probably get tired of hearing me saying the road is really good, but for northern West Virginia road, it's stellar. So especially with the traffic that's always on it. These roads were paved a couple years ago, I think. I can't remember. This here is about the only hill that you'll encounter coming south on 18 North. It's not bad at all. It's strung out and it slows down up here at the top. Only reason I left this in and bring it up is if you are behind traffic or a truck, they will slow down immensely towards the top up here. There's a couple good little turns here, a couple little fun ones, but they will slow down. I mean, the hill just drags on forever. But going down, if you're coming north on 18 north, they'll slow down a lot because it goes straight up pretty fast. But this whole road, pretty much, other than this one hill here, actually lays pretty flat, and it just pretty much rides the valley bottom all the way up through. So you don't have to worry about trucks slowing down or getting stuck going up and down hills. That being said, I think I did say it earlier, but most of the traffic runs the speed limit. Even the big trucks, 18s and stuff, they do a pretty good job of keeping up with the road and stuff. So if you do get stuck behind them, now if you do have those that do go slow, there's ample passing lanes. Just be very mindful passing. Make sure you can see everything because, like I said, people do fly, so they're going to run into you pretty fast. Now we're getting towards the end here, and we're coming into West Union. Now, if you ride north on this, you can pass this stuff pretty fast. But I left this on here because it winds the way 18 comes out of town and off of 50 and through town. Kind of winds kind of funny, but it's all pretty decently signed. You come down through here. Now 18 does not stop in West Union. It continues across 50, and then it's considered 18 South. And we'll have a video up on that pretty soon. But as far as that goes, you guys can continue watching this and watch me wiggle through town here up to the 4-lane. I cut the video at the 4-lane because this is an 18 North video. But I really wanted to thank everyone for watching. If you made it this far, I really appreciate it. There'll be plenty of these to come. I really enjoy doing these videos. They're pretty time consuming for the editing part and stuff like that, but I really take enjoyment in this, and I think there's a great safety aspect for pre-routing, I guess is what you would call it. But with that being said, I do appreciate everyone watching the videos. There'll be plenty more to come. If anybody has a route video that they want me to review and record, I can definitely do that. Please comment and let me know. But with that being said, we'll get this one wrapped up and on to the next one. Safe riding out there, everybody. We love you and we thank you. God bless. Also forgot to mention earlier, you're looking at about 55 total minutes and roughly 40 miles of the ride.